wrecked when it comes to my heat, Just touched down in Brisbane Airport, heading to Melbourne for the Fortnite Summer Smash tournament, 500,000 on the line. Let's do this.
What's the secret to packing so light?
Stuff. Just stuff in here. Look at how stuffed my bag is.
I actually reckon it's not that stuffed.
Alright, so just about to board our flight to Melbourne. We'll touch down around 9-10 AM. My heat's at 7 PM, so got a bit of a rest in between, which is good because I'm pretty tired right now with the 4:30 AM wake up. Nippy unfortunately is playing in one of the first heats at 2:30, so he'll be on centre stage a lot earlier than I am, which is pretty relaxing for me because I get to see how the play goes down on other heats and see what kind of tempo the games are taking, which is pretty good considering that we only got 2 games in our qualifying heat, so there's not much room for error at all, but see you there.
Enjoy Melbourne.
Yeah, thank you. See you later.
Right. I was going to talk about Fortnite with that bloke, but as soon as he said that he hates it, shut up.
Hey man, he was really nice.
He was really nice, man.
That's a good chat, eh?
Alright, where's the hotel?
Little Collins Street.
Not quite sure what's happening. It is Australia Day, but I can't explain the Star Wars characters. It's Darth Maul.
Small lift, 3 rigs.
What do you reckon, professional Fortnite gamer?
Pretty good, eh? Get that aircon cranking.
Professional Fortnite Gamer 1, Professional Fortnite Gamer 2.
Alright, what's the game plan?
What is he?
Nippy.
Me?
Yeah, you're playing first.
Yeah, good point. So over the past few weeks, I've been practicing. I've been landing Caravan Park at the back of retail. Either going to be land Caravan Park or Paradise Palm. We'll go Caravan, rotate through to retail. And if that fails, then I'm going to go back up to Paradise. But yeah, that's the game plan at the moment.
Alright, so what's the actual tournament?
So what the tournament is, it's the Australian Open Summer Smash. So it's first 500 to apply, get in, get to play 2 games of Fortnite, qualify, you get to play another 5. If you get through to the qualifying rounds, you win money. So it's a point-based system of kills, positioning, as in position where you come, based on the game 1st to 10th. You get a point, certain amount of kills. I think it's like 3 and above, you start getting points. So it's not just based on who comes first and stuff like that. So you can actually do well and still come like 50th.
Alright, so today is the 2 qualifying rounds.
Yes. Yep.
Who's playing when?
I play at 2:30.
And then I'm on the last heat at 7 PM. So,
What's your plan, big dog?
So I'll just expand on a bit more than what Josh just said. So it's 500 people, $500,000, which makes that the biggest gaming event ever held in Australia in terms of prize money. So my game plan, it's kind of a little bit similar to Josh's, but I'll be landing at Paradise, my first game, which is a drop location on the edge of the map. Why I land there, it's basically because where most of my practice goes. It's my favourite landing location for a multitude of reasons. A lot of loot spawns there, good materials, and also really good rotations off that sort of location. So that's why I prefer that. I'm going to be taking a slow, conservative based approach to the first game. I'm not going to be looking to get into any early game fights or middle game fights. going to be looking to play for placement in the first game based on the point structure that's available. So you can get points for kills, or you can get points for placing high in the top 10. So I'm going to be aiming for placement to avoid getting into early fights and getting killed early, or taking the risk and getting one kill and then possibly getting killed by someone else who's been what's called third partying, which is just watching the fight go on and then they're just sitting in a distance and wait to pounce after you've exhausted all your resources fighting someone. First game will be slow. Depending on how I do, if I don't score any points in the first game by placing high or getting a minimum of 3 kills for my first point, then I'll probably ramp it up and start playing a little bit more aggressive. So that's basically my strategy.
Alright, sweet. And you know, I don't think they allow filming in the arena, so I'll try to get as much footage as I can. But if not, we might just have to commentate after it, but let's head off. Been some last minute rule updates. What's happened?
They just like pretty much made a blanket rule that you can't change any of like the default settings that have been set there. And then one in particular setting is something to do with vision blur. Nippy's probably better explaining it than me because he plays more PC.
Motion blur. So when you move your camera around your character's camera, it will blur your actual image. So most players play without because it's better to play without. But they've ruled against that, saying it has to be on.
So default settings.
Yeah.
Default settings on the PC.
And not too many people are happy about it.
Isn't that good for you though on Xbox?
Yeah, so well, I don't know, because I also play with it out, so we'll just see how it goes.
Where's the big boy?
He's gone straight in, eh? Quick status update. Josh has already gone in because it's an hour before he competes. Me and Daniel are about to go in and register myself for my later heat and just sit down and get a feel for the environment and see how Nippy goes. See you in the arena.
Are you listening?
Are you guys here to register?
Yep.
What heat are you in?
5.
Heat 5?
Yep.
So at the moment we're only doing 2, 3 and 4. So we still have to wait maybe around about 30 or 45 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, you might have to
My
wait a bit.
brother's playing in Heat 2. Is there any chance I could...
Yeah, sure. So yeah, if you just want to go to this guy, just give him the name of your brother and then he'll give
Damn.
Long day at the office. What's the time?
I think 11 p.m.
11:30.
11:30. So kick off. 4:30 a.m. wake up into a flight to Melbourne, and now how'd the day go, boys?
You want to start, Nippy?
Josh, you were off first.
Considering I was up first, yeah.
What time was your heat?
My heat was at 2:30. I didn't get to play until like 3:30 because they were running late because they stuffed up heat 1. But yeah, once we managed to get to sit down, I was number 11. Got my controller. We went down, sat down, did a bit of practicing before you got straight into your heats. First game, I was landing the little caravan park at the back of retail. It was pretty dead actually. So was retail, so I don't know why I didn't just go retail, but I went to little caravan park at the back of retail just because the Sheely is isolated. It's got chest spawns, it's got wood, it's got metal. I did get some good loot, but I managed to get out of there with some loot, some materials, some weapons, some bullets, and some shield and stuff. Got engaged, like I wasn't looking for fights actively, but got engaged the first time for my first game. Was taking him on, building, and got third party. Got shot in the back, worried about him, and then got shot by the other guy. So yeah, same thing practically happened the next game. Landed the same spot, little caravan park behind retail. Got my stuff, was leaving, had shield, had weapons. I had a better roll this time. Had some good purple guns. Had a purple heavy pump, and I was leaving. Getting some mats, going through that little forest at the back of retail there, and just hear the sound of a rocket coming at me. So I turtled as fast as I could so I wouldn't take damage. And yeah, yet again, I was battling him in a build fight and got shot in the back for about 140.
Unfortunate, mate. Unlucky, but good on you nonetheless for participating. It's a valiant effort on your behalf. And then Billsy, mate, what happened in you were round, so Josh was round 2.
Yep.
I couldn't get much footage. I kept getting in trouble, but I did manage to get a few clips of you up in round 5, which was also delayed. You didn't end up getting on the field until about what, 8:30 or something? It was supposed to be at
Well,
7.
My heat was the last heat. Heat 5 was meant to start at 7, but as Josh said, because of the delay in heat 1, that pretty much just rolled over to. So I don't think mine started to maybe even 9. I think
Yeah,
because
late.
we only just finished and just left the arena and came home. So I'll keep mine short and sweet because I'm pretty tired and want to get to bed. It's been a long day. Game number 1, dropped Paradise at the back of Paradise. Picked up a quick kill on someone that dropped near me. Then got a pretty bad storm spawn and had to rotate pretty far to get in. Was getting shot to pieces by people as I was driving on a quad bike to beat the storm. Anyways, next storm spawn was also horrible, so was still driving on the quad bike, getting shot in the back like no tomorrow. Managed to get out of it. Killed another guy that was rotating in through the storm, which gave me 2 kills in the first game. Managed to get down to the next circle. Circle started to move. Ended up picking up my 3rd kill, which was a guaranteed 1 point for that match for 3 kills, which was one of the criteria. Ended up coming 16th and getting 3 kills in my first game. Unfortunately, didn't make that top 10 to get that 2nd point. Moving into game number 2, same drop location, same situation at the start. Killed someone else at the start. Was on 1 kill. Again, the storm spawn was very bad. Rotated in. Unfortunately, this time when I rotated in, I got killed rotating in. But 3 kills and 1 point was enough to secure
Oh, what's that?
the top 20. So this is my pass for tomorrow. So I'm in the top 100 for OCE and, Oceania, Fortnite.
Mate, that is amazing. So what does that mean? Tomorrow kicks off nice and early.
Oh yeah, 7:45. They want us there.
7:45 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, games don't start till 10. So they're supposed to be sending us an email to tell us some more details, but we're pretty much out of the loop. We just
Plus it's like bedtime now.
Yeah.
It's like almost midnight, and you got to be up in 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
All right, mate. You also had a little bit of interviews. Was that distracting?
I think it was. Like, I wasn't really answering the questions very well, like, because the guys interviewing weren't like gamers, so to speak. So like they were just like the questions they were asking were real like hard to like answer, sort of thing. Like, and I felt like if they end up making anything out of it, you'll probably see that I'm probably like a drone talking to these guys.
Because mate, I think like, you were well and truly concentrated in the game, and now you know how elite sports stars feel at the end of our big sessions. Like, look, we just did the game plan.
they were interviewing me in between my games in my heats, and it was a little distracting. I didn't really want to answer too many questions and like talk about how I'm doing and whatnot. Like, just wait to the end, pretty much. But I was happy to do that.
All right. Well, sounds like a plan. That's enough for today. Day 1 in the books. Unfortunately, one player didn't make it to the next round, but we do have 1 in, and we'll check in. We'll check in tomorrow. You excited?
Yeah, really.
Josh, how's it gonna go?
Mate, it's gonna kill it.
Feelsy, how you gonna go?
Hopefully, good.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.